Talmor, Shishin Magachi. Talmor is my home. My family have worked the land for generations. My gran says the island does not belong to us, but we belong to the island. And we must be ready, for a great evil is coming, and death follows with it.
Listen and subscribe to the latest season of Undertow, The Harrowing, a Storyglass production presented by Realm, available wherever you get your podcasts.
The thing that I fought tooth and nail to bring my son into is Dungeons and Dragons. That is the ultimate solution to parenthood.
I'm Alexis Ohanian. In my podcast, Business Dad, I'm hoping to open up the conversation about balancing careers and family. I talked to Rainn Wilson. I wanted to learn more about Rainn's advice to play D&D with your kids. Business Dad is available now, so be sure to listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
And now, stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast.
ECCW, Elite Canadian Championship Wrestling, has been around since 1996, coming up on 30 years. By 14, they were Canada's largest wrestling promotion. There's a great doc called The Wrestling Life that's all about the ECCW. And their owner, and one of the most decorated wrestlers, when Scotty Mac was a guest, we talked about all sorts of things, like his first wrestling memory, including Hulk Hogan, King Kong Bundy. We talked about binge-watching lunatics. Legalized marijuana and microdosing mushrooms came up. So did the Egyptian pyramids and BoJack Horseman, concussions, seeing Weezer and Beck in concert. And stop me if you've heard this before, Scotty Mac talked about how the injuries do take their toll.
You know, because the injuries they add up and they take it.
Oh, I bet, man.
You know, they take its toll. Like, even though the ones that are just over time, you know, like I have a hard time with car rides over an hour, because one of my big moves was the springboard leg drop. I've stopped doing it like 3 times, and then once I start feeling better, I start doing it again, and then I go, what am I doing? I stopped doing this for a reason.
Kill your hips.
My hips are messed up. So, but at the same time, I'm actually feeling better than I was 5 years ago, physically.
Stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast is powered by FKP MMA, Vancouver's #1 training destination at fkpmma.com.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Burntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I uncover the blasphemous truth of a plague-ridden world, that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The Heresies of Radolf Burntwine, coming January 2nd, wherever podcasts are available.